Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Sunday, December 10th. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. I can't read. Tuesday, December 10th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 50 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 51 degrees with a high of 66 and a low of 42. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles, and laughs. And I just dropped a pencil, hold on. Covering the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. What I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and why. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always delightful. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who'll see this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who'll see this broadcast when I download it into my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. All right. So let's see who's popped in so far. Hello, Mamie. Mamie, so glad to see you, Mamie. So glad to greet you. Hey, Angie. Hey, Maggie. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday to one and all. Maggie always sings that when she walks in the door. Miss Tammy. All right. So if you are so inclined, don't this early. We've got our buddy color. And it happens to be, right now, our Santa kneeling in front of the Christ child. This is from my new book, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Actually, 'twas the night before Christmas Jubilee. So we're making good progress on it. Put a little bit of some gold doohickeys on the crown. Teeny, 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 tiny gold beads. And I think it's coming out beautifully. All right. And then our second piece, which we didn't get to, working on our Beauty and the Beast. And that one's turning out beautifully. I will be working on this one tonight. Okay. So let me shuffle this off to the side. Let's see who else has popped in. Hello, Linda. Linda and the three amigos. Uno, dos, tres. And Lori, I said hi to you. So Linda, we've got Linda, Michelle, and Wally. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Wally. And we have Sherry, who just popped in. All right. Again, don't forget to hit that like button. Now, the other favor I'm going to ask you, please, please, please share this broadcast to your timeline. All right, I think we're having a little problem with broadcast, so I said, Thomas, right back at you. And thanks for letting us know. Yeah, I'm getting a couple of trying to reconnect messages, so I don't know what's going on. It's something to do with the broadcast. All right. Now I'm going to mute you a second because I sneezed. So I need to use a tissue. Back in a second. All right. Hey, Sherry, do me a favor. When you spell my name, would you use a capital L for the second letter? That way I see it easier. I would appreciate it. All right, I've got my paper towel. I've got my scratch pad. And I am ready to go. Hi, kitty. Now, just to remind you, the date's been moved up on when I'm going to be going through 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. And this image is in that book. So we'll get that link to you through Mamie. And that way you guys can order it up if you like. And I put the images from it in the coloring guide so you can see what's in there. Okay. So how's everybody doing today? Win, lose, or draw? Oh, Sherry, you know, no big deal. Thank you so much. So Maggie says draw. Linda says draw. Linda, how is your chest? Amy says draw. Thomas says win. What's your win, Thomas? Amy, draw. All right, Linda says blistered a bit, not too sore. Janie, draw. Sherry says she received the pencil she won in a drawing. Ooh. All right. Made me draw. Okay, a number of us will be getting this book tomorrow. That'll definitely be a win. So Thomas's win is me. He and his mom went to go have dinner with your grandmother and your uppa and my sister at the local restaurant called Eaton Park. Oh, and now that's good, Thomas. I'm glad you had fun. Janie has changed hers to actually she had a win. Janie, you got your glitter pencil. Glitter Posca markers. That's a win. I agree with you there, Thomas. Hopefully the live stream doesn't keep lagging. Yep. Okay. Let's continue with our Santa. Sherry, the ring-a-ding will be working for your Amazon orders. Just be sure you put it in the cart first and then add your other items in it. No, I'm not going to restart the stream, because then when I go to post the video, I have to post it in 2 segments, and that is another set of issues. Guys, if it's cutting in and out for you, pop out and pop back in. All right. Yeah, just hoping I'm getting my 2 cents from Amazon. Well, if enough people do it, Sherry, it adds up. It's not a huge amount, but every little bit helps. Thomas, YouTube may be aware of it. I'm sure they monitor their broadcast abilities. Okay, guys, let's keep going on Santa. So we've got his belt right here. So now I'm going to come in with my dark. And I'll get right up to that edge. Accidentally covered a little spot here that I didn't want to do that with. Excuse me. All right, let's keep going down the back. And now I'm going to be working on the dark. Okay, Thomas, see you tomorrow. And then we're going to add our dark underneath the belt. Don't get too thick with it though. It's just a very narrow dark. Oh, Sherry, the original Wizard of Oz is on TV. Oh. And then I've got our medium. Oh, Sarah said to tell you or tell me that she ordered the book for you for Christmas. Oh, Tammy. Cool. Oh, Linda, The Wizard of Oz has been on about 6 times already and you rewatched them all. Okay, here's my medium. And then let's pop over right next to the fur here, the coat. Okay, just in case you guys didn't hear me, Linda, I have a Wizard of Oz coloring book, but I don't know if it's hard copy or soft copy. I think it's soft. Okay, now on the far right here, we have to poke into that fur. You want that to look like it's fur and not just a single line. Okay. And then I'm going to use, whoops, a little more medium here. And then I'm going to use my light color. And then we've got our light color up here. Don't go too far with it because we're going to be using our Faber-Castell 103 in that area. Check it out. Okay, and then in this little V area right here that I just colored, I'm going to lighten that just a little bit at the base. Okay, let's take a look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Now remember, when I'm close up, I show you the mechanics. In other words, how exactly we're coloring this. When I pull out, you can see the result. paper towel blend. And notice that I'm going in a circular motion because we want to blend all of that together. Okay, Angie. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I'm getting a shine on this that I don't want. Give me a second, guys. Let me check my something on my lighting. Okay. Now you can see the rich coloring. Now let's work down the arm. Here's a light. Janie, if you feel that you've got too much pink showing, use your next darker color, which is your red, to counteract that. All right, so there's our light. You're going to see a little bobble in the broadcast again. I'm still getting a couple periodically reconnect. And here's our area right down by the elbow. Still using the medium. All right. And I'm going to go back and do this back part of the arm. I was going to do something different with it, but it's fine. So there's still our medium. Got a little too much elbow in there. All right. So what do you think? Take your time, guys. Now, if you have an area that you feel is a little too pink, use your medium over it. Very, very lightly. You want to make a light adjustment. And don't make that adjustment until you have everything else colored. You have to be really careful about adjusting during the process. Let it play out. And then you can go back as needed. Okay. Now, the other thing is that you may think that there's too much pink, for example. Again, that's why we need to do the area and then adjust as necessary. All right, here's my medium. And then our dark. Now, you want to very carefully get in between some of this beard here with your dark. Because you want those individual strands of beard to show up. All right. Who's coloring this with me tonight? All right, Tammy. Who else? Miss Janie. Miss Maggie. Miss Linda. All right. Now, if you're not coloring this with me tonight, if you're waiting till tomorrow, what are you coloring tonight? And if you're not coloring, what are you doing? Okay, now we've got to get the leg right here. Here's one part of it, and then there's another part right here underneath the hay. Maybe you're just watching tonight. Ookie dookie. Kitty, you're diamond painting. I'm going to come in with my dark. And we need to poke in between the hay. Now, notice that I put dark up here. I've skipped a little, and then we've got dark down here. Now, what do I always tell you? Be sure to turn your pencil. Okay. Okay, now, here's the bottom white of the cuff. So we need to catch that area just above it. Now notice I'm over to the other cuff here. Take your time, you just got to poke in your color. Okay, then I'm going to continue with my dark up here. And then I'm going to come in with my medium. Now again, be sure that you get in between those individual straw pieces, or else we're going to lose the effect. Take your time. And then we're going to have our medium in between our dark that we put in earlier, which was also in between the strands. Oh, guys, my apologies. I need to use a tissue again. Hold on a second. Okay. And again, guys, take your time. So here's my medium. And then we'll poke into that fur again. You want that rough edge. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of orange. And I'm going to put a little bit of that in the middle. And up in between our hay. Adding this orange contributes to the richness of the Santa suit. And I know it seemed kind of weird, but this is why you watch. Okay, let's pull out again. Does everybody have sound? Okay. Okay, guys, power through it. Okay, I'm going to work on this leg over here. Now, I've got my darkest color. We are right next to that fur. Okay, Maggie. Guys, I don't know why we're having so many issues tonight, but power through it with me. Now again, when you color this, be sure you get your jagged fur lines. Isn't that beautiful? Let me pull out. Now, we have to poke through with this outfit through this hay at the bottom. So now I'm going to come in with medium. And I'm poking in between the hay with the medium. Take your time. Hey Sherry, you still here? All right, check out how I'm outlining the leg. Sherry, I owe you an apology because thinking about it, I remember you telling me regarding my name is sometimes it isn't easy for you to get that capital L in my name. And I'm sorry I forgot that. So don't worry about it. Okay, I still have my medium. So now I've got the leg outlined. Now I'm going to work the dark. And the reason that I'm moving around to my different shades is because by defining where these areas are, it makes it easier to go in and then blend everything. Now again, sometimes you need to use your artistic intelligence and fit your concept of this to the page. So I'm changing up just a little bit how I'm doing this dark part. It looks like it's all this area here, but I don't want to do that. Maggie, probably because I got a reconnect notice. Now we have a fold right here. And now I'm going to come in with my light color. And color in that fold area. And then I'm going to come in with my medium now that I've defined my dark and my light. And this is where we'll see this leg taking shape. Excuse me. Okay, here's our medium up here. Guys, trust the process. And notice how I'm using my medium over everything to get that blending in. Any questions? Okay, now this area where I put in the pink, where the light line is, I'm going to take my Faber-Castell 103. And add that lightening of it. Hello, Patricia. And then I'm going to come in with my orange and use that to blend the leg. Patricia, how are you? Okay, paper towel. Now, notice that I'm carrying that color up into the knee. So in other words, I'm taking my colors from the leg and I'm coloring that open knee area, that light knee. Patricia, catch us up on what you've been doing lately. This area where I started with the knee, I'm going to blend that in and soften that look. Getting better health-wise. Super. Paper towel. And again, be sure to move to a clean part of your paper towel periodically. And that way the roughness of the towel will always be enough to give you the blend that you're looking for. So, Patricia, does this mean that you can join us on a more regular basis or not quite there yet? Okay, check it out. Today was a great day, best day since you got COVID in August. Oh. Any questions? Patricia, I'm so glad you dropped by, though. You've been trying to get in here more often. Okay. Well, obviously, at your own time. Okay, let's go up to the Santa hat. Now, do you guys remember when I used a light blue on the gloves? Finger blend. Well, thank you, Patricia. You know, you can always tune in and not comment. You can lurk. Okay, so we're going to go up to the hat, and we're going to add our light blue. Now, this light blue will make sense as we continue the picture. But this is where I say, trust the process. Now, notice that I didn't go over all the way. In fact, I went over a little too far. My bad. So you've already been lurking, Patricia, a few times? Cool. All right, next color is going to be or not to be? That is the question. A flesh color because it's a light brown. So this color here is my cinnamon, and that's the color that I use on skin as the darkest color, which brings us that depth dimension detail. So now I'm going to go ahead and add that color to the front of the hat. And again, all of this will make sense. Trust the process and trust your teacher. Okay, Maggie says she's watching, but she doesn't have any sound. Okay, finger blend. Now, this reflection here on his hat is going to be a reflection of this light that's coming from heaven. This blue here is going to be a reflection of what's going on in the background here. All right. Make sure you blend your edges. And then I'm going to come over to the light on the baby Jesus. And I'm using a metallic gold. Now, this is my base color. I'm just going to pull it a little bit to the left. And I'm going to pull it down all the way to the baby Jesus, just short of this area right in here. Take your time. Okay, now I'm going to take this gold and I'm going to pull it a little bit over to the side here, but be sure you watch how I do that because it's not all the way over. And it's just in patches, a little bit. And then I'm going to come back with my cinnamon color. And in the area that's a little bit darker where I just put this gold, I'm going to put the cinnamon. Now, if you think about it, this color combo is very similar to what we do when we color gold. In that, we have a yellow and a brown. In this case, we have the metallic gold, or the gold, and the cinnamon color. What do you guys think? Janie, I'm sorry, I'm not understanding. You have raising, or what can I use? Okay, well, use something similar. It's a brown. I swatched it for you so you could pick. There's the color for you to match. We seem to be missing Carmen tonight. Hopefully she'll scoot in here. Okay. Yeah, maybe she's got her nights that sometimes she just needs to sleep. And this may be one of them. Or she overslept and she'll pop in later. I'm going to send her a quick text. Okay, we'll see if she pops in. All right, does everybody see now how we have that nice brownish, and the gold? Finger blend. Any questions? Now, if you need to blend it a little bit more, use your paper towel. And notice that I'm going across the grain instead of just up and down. Do I clean my finger? Yeah, on the colors that I'm using, Patricia. In other words, if I were finger blending the red, I would clean my fingers before I did the gold. I just use a little hand sanitizer. It works beautifully. Okay, I'm going to work one little more area here. Hi, Kathy. Now, I want you to notice that the posts here, this one's lighter than this one over here, right? That makes sense. So I'm going to use my cinnamon brown. And we need to color in between these little strands of what we'll call lights. Kathy, how is John doing? Okay, then I'm going to come in with my Faber-Castell 103 and I'm going to blend over that brown over to the right hand side. See how I'm doing that? So I'm taking the edge of that cinnamon brown blending it over, and then I'm going to use my cinnamon brown again on top of the ivory that I just put there. Oh, tomorrow is his appointment with the neurosurgeon. He's hoping he can return back to work. He's been going stir crazy. I bet. Okay, now I'm going to bring this ivory down. Then I'm going to come in with my cinnamon on top of that ivory. Hello, Miss Sarah. Sarah, glad you could tune in. Guys, don't forget, if you just popped in, please hit that like button. Okay, now I'm going to come back on top of that ivory with just a hint of our brown. And then back with the ivory again. And then, using the gold that I was using, I'm going to put just a little bit on that right-hand side. So on this lighter side, we're using cinnamon, ivory, and then a little touch of our gold. Finger blend. All right, let me pull out. Isn't that beautiful? Kathy, will you keep us updated on John's appointment? Paper towel. Oh, Sarah. Oh, Sarah, that's even better. I put in an announcement that my book's coming tomorrow as well instead of Thursday, so that's when I'll be doing the flip through. So if you're off tomorrow, that is perfect. Although by then you'll already have seen it. Okay. Now, this post on the left. So we're going to take a dark brown. And I'm going to color the dark areas. And Mamie's gone ahead and showed everybody the link because she saw that new people had been coming in here, or additional people, I should say. Don't forget to turn your pencil. Yes, Maggie did the cover. Maggie, can you hear me now? Every third or fourth word. Jeez. All right, here's our darker brown. Oh, it sounds like I have a bad case of hiccups. All right, let me find a decent medium brown here. Okay, back up to the top. Medium brown. Maggie sure does. Okay, I'm going to change my brown. Not going to use that one, I'm going to use this one. All right. Check out how that slightly darker brown looks really cool on this. Okay, I got another attempt to reconnect image, so it may give you a little bit of problem. Now, check out how cool this wood looks. We have the initial darker lines, and now I've got the lighter in between. Don't forget to turn your pencil. And notice how I'm using this lighter brown even over the darker brown because, why? We want to blend this in. You want this to look natural. Okay, Carmen just sent me a text. She said heading this way, she fell asleep. Isn't that beautiful? Hello, Carmen. Wake up, little Carmen, wake up. Okay, I'm going to use my cinnamon here. Be sure you don't wipe out these little lights. So Carmen, are you wide awake now or are you just waking up? Okay. Check it out. Hold on, I gotta get a rubber band to keep my pencils together. Any questions so far? I think this puppy is coming along beautifully. Okay, guys, next project. Miss Tammy, good night. Disney Dreams Collection. Princesses. Good night, Tammy. Good night, Tammy. Good night, Tammy. We'll see you tomorrow night. Miss Janie, good night. Okay, Beauty and the Beast. Falling in Love. This is that particular image. And last night I was working on the coat of our beast. Any questions? Oh, Carmen, you're looking for your glasses so you can see. That is a good thing. Okay. Now, I'm going to come in with Payne's Gray, and this is where we're going to start to see our depth dimension detail on this. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be coloring in between, well, not in between, but in the center of the darker blue. And what that's going to do is that's going to give us our crinkle effect. Well, Carmen, you'll have to tell me when you get your glasses. Check it out. everybody see how adding this darker area basically parallel to the darker blue that we have brings out the folds and creases in the jacket. Okay, Kathy. Hold on, guys. I'm looking something up. Okay. Everywhere that we put that dark gray, it creates a really neat indentation and crease. And notice, as I said, this is not black, it's the Payne's gray. And by the way, when I notice a message from YouTube that they're trying to reconnect us, I pause talking so you don't miss anything. Okay. Now I'm going to take my paper towel and do a little bit of blending. Now you don't want to overblend, otherwise you're just going to get mush. You want to blend it enough to soften it up so that the transition between the wrinkles and the coat itself is basically seamless. Any question about that? Any question, any question, any question, any question, just let me know. Can you guys tell when I'm feeling particularly good? Actually, I'm feeling particularly blessed. That's it. Okay, dark blue. Partially on the collar. Carmen, did you find your glasses? And then down the back here a little bit. Oh, your son just found them. Yay. Okay, and now I'm going to take this dark blue and I'm very, very lightly going to go over that lighter blue that's on this upper edge of the coat. Okay, Kathy, you're back. Now we're going to take a little bit of white and we're going to emphasize the tops of the creases. My Linda just walked in the room. Hi, Melinda. Domino. Kathy's already here. And then these light areas right here, I'm going to blend these in. Now back with my Payne's Gray, and I'm just going to run these seams up a little more. Carmen, how are you feeling tonight? All right. What do you think? All right, let's do these pants. Now I've got one little area that I missed my blue on. Or I should say my darker blue, which is right in here. So I'm going to put my blue in, and then I'll come with a little bit of gray. Okay, so Carmen says, tonight I feel worn out. I had a nerve